Hello everyone. Okay, this video will be slightly late. Why? Well, I only had enough time to record one video before, then I had to go to dinner. Now, here we are right now. So sorry to whoever is going to see this late, and yes, I'm very sorry to everyone. Now, I do not own any of these pictures. This is not a paid video, and if you see anything related to different things, that is not owned by me, and if something is related to a company, I'm not in league with them in any such a form. No way, nothing, nada. Okay, now, what is this? What if Deku was an assassin? Now, explanation. Aren't, ninjas assassins? Yes, but this is going to be a different assassin. What kind of assassin? That kind of assassin. Now, he won't start off like with Enzo's whole shebang. He won't get that immediately. I'm not doing that. But his past is the same. Except, he has a younger sister. Now, Deku would have been, raised a little 1 year before this whole situation, so he would have been at least 1 year old. So, a toddler. Now, seeing her father, Kushina and Minato didn't really want their son to bear that burden. They decided on, giving it to Naruto. Or, Naruto? I think that's her name. Yeah, Naruto. Now, yes, she's still a female. Now, Deku wouldn't be getting the chakra. And yeah. But over the years, Deku and his younger sister were put into an orphanage, but made sure to be kept together. To honor the third or the fourth Hokage. Now, instead of Deku, Naruto would be getting the whole demon treatment while Deku isn't. Now, Deku does not take that up nicely, or doesn't take that nicely, saying to everyone that they should treat everyone right, and yeah. But seeing he does remember a tiny bit of Minato and Kushina when he was very young, he was told to stay quiet, even if it was just one memory of them, just holding him. Or when I'll say Minato was carrying him Minato was carrying him on his back and showing him around town. And they kind of went out to Ichiraku Ramens. Because, respect the ramen boys. And yeah. Now, obviously, Deku became a prodigy, almost a prodigy. But seeing why, he was just reading books. And seeing how young he was, they really allowed him to, very, 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 very basic books. Now, what would these? Substitute, clone, change so you could look like a different person. And he kind of snuck into a higher up level, though all he got was water walking and tree walking. So, yeah. Basically. But he would train with that for most of his life. And then, when Deku was on a, mission. Naruto was in her second year. Now, who would he be paired with in his team? I'd say Sasuke and Sakura. That class is the same. His younger sister is in a different class that involves around. She's 1 year above Konohamaru. I'll just say it's random kids, really. She's the really main thing in that class. No, nothing. No certain clans or anything. Maybe a Hyuga person, but I don't know. I don't know if they had a younger kid. And definitely, Hinasa's younger sister couldn't be there because she was getting homeschooled, basically. So, yeah. But on a certain mission with Kakashi, they still went to the whole waterfall. Now, Sasuke and him were more or less. You know what? Sasuke's a girl. Whatever, screw it. The ship. Now Sasuke would be a girl, and whenever she saw his younger sister, stars in her eyes. Like, no, must protect cute face. Always protect cute face. Yeah. Now, seeing that when really Sakura would actually be, no, she's still a girl. She's a lesbo. No offense to any people that are lesbian or gay or any such a form. I am not a criticist. I'm merely saying that she's like that. And yeah, well, just is well by. She likes boys and girls. She doesn't really care. So, her and, well, and Sakura would be always like the fangirls over, well, Sasuke. Now, when they did get to the whole mission, they went off with Naruto wishing them off, and yeah, with them waving back, saying, okay, goodbye. Now they were gone. Kakashi smiling that, well, Naruto and Naruto are very kind to each other and love each other a lot, which does bring a smile to everyone's face. Though no one takes notice to it because, well, they're still a little pissed off about Kakashi. Why? The bell test, being late all the time, all the D-rank missions I needing help with. Yeah, they're slightly pissed off about him, but he didn't really care because it wouldn't really last that long, which is actually pretty true. And so, yeah, they still met Tazuna, all that shebang. They go. Met by the Demon Brothers, and, well, Sasuke still, well, was trying to, or Sasuke still being this light person that wants to actually beat people. Still, oops, sorry if that was a noise. Still wanting to be the actual, well, number one does prepare. And Sakura, well, doing the same thing. Now, Naruto would be a little more prepared. So I'd say Sasuke and Naruto are at the same level. Now, he wouldn't also. Naruto has not met Jiraiya. If he ever did, he forgot about him in that 1 year time skip. Or in that 1 year he spent with Kushina and Minato. Yeah. So, yeah. Now, well, obviously, Kakashi saves them. And yeah. Now we would have, well, so going through the whole thing of, well, Tazuna explaining everything like that and the whole shebang. They would have gone to the Rain Village with them more or less protecting Tazuna while he builds the bridge. And, well, yeah. He would have done so with the same things happening, but with the whole bridge event. Also, Naruto can like walk on water and land, or walk on water and trees and all of that, and walls and all that. It just water's a little difficult for him, so he was mainly focusing on that. Sasuke, seeing that Naruto was already ahead of him, or ahead of her, got pissed off and quickly met behind him. So they're still around the equal power. Now, Naruto wouldn't know any fancy jutsus, just merely the whole clone jutsu. Though, seeing he was smart, he did teach it to Sakura and, well, Sasuke begrudges. Well, the only reason he taught them is so they can train and a little better. Now, when Sasuke hears train better, yep, he would accept that in a minute, or in a second. Sakura just thinking it could be good for chakra, to like work on her chakra to get more of it, so she can work on her chakra to get more, all that. Now, obviously, Naruto would actually, on the bridge would have actually partly exploded. Why? Well, when Zaba and Haku did eventually die, which they did, and instead of Naruto being the whole demon wrath, he would have liked to actually use a sword in this. What sword is that? This sword. Swordy sword from, if you were, well, if, what's his name? No. What's his name? He's from the Avatar. who's that? Bloody hell! But the person that has his sword, I think it starts with it. Not Zuko. I can't remember, but if you all have seen the whole anime and that, you would know who this sword belongs to, or at least that version of the sword. Now, this sword actually has it actually looks like a steel with a actual handle on the sheath, but so would have made Deku a little more power, which would have at least, well, not killed him in the whole fight, but gravely injured him. But Kakashi still did that whole, well, Chidori and went through, well, her heart. Gohan, I believe her name was. No, I heard it today. I'm sorry, everyone, that I'm being mixed up with names. Gohan. Um, I'll recon it. It's Gohan. And yeah. Now, she would still die, and Zaba would also die. But when, well, that whole gang goes there, something happens. Before that, they had men, well, plant explosions in a certain area on the whole bridge. Near the middle of it, where Naruto was doing his lovely, well, clone jutsu. Now, I understand he does not have the nine tails, his sister does. And, well, that doesn't mean he's not a Uzumaki. That has a lot of chakra for his own age. It's probably 3 times, while Izumi's 4 times, because, well, she gets a boost from the whole, well, nine tails. So, yeah. Now, they'll explode in Naruto, I'm very sorry, everyone. Naruto we could call an explosion. Him getting knocked out and, well, supposed dead. Him being more or less in kind of, well, let's just say bruised and bloodied. After the explosion, he was not to be seen, and they really just saw, well, all the old debris in the ocean. Kakashi, saying, like, no, proceeds to, well, take a chakra pill. Now, why would he do that? Well, in the show, he was very tired, and, well, yeah, I would see Kakashi having a chakra pill. And used Chidori on all those fools. Now, Sasuke using her copy, the copy version of her whole, well, the whole Sharingan would copy him and go off. Now, it wouldn't be the best Chidori, seeing she's only at the first stage. Or no, I'll just say she, in that fight, she had to be more useful. She kind of felt useless and, well, unlocked the second stage. But she didn't know that. But, well, Kakashi did, but he was not saying, oh, look, you have the second Tomoe. No. She copied him, and they both unloaded. At the end of it, yeah, no one lived. They ended up leaving, well, putting, that was her name, Haku, and Zabuza to rest, with them still putting that executioner blade there. But we would skip back to Naruto. Naruto would be going down waterfall and leading across the ocean. Him not being dead, just very, well, badly hurt and actually in a coma. Now he would be fished out by a certain female. This female is May. Now, if you don't know who May is, she is the hidden in the, I think it's water. No, hidden not in the waterfall. Hidden in the, I think it's rain. Hidden in the range, Hokage. But seeing this is several years before the show, she is not, at least not yet. And well, She is not in the middle of the battle, but when she saw well, supposedly unconscious Naruto, she was like, who's that? And rails him in. Using some of her, making well, I think her thing is, or one of her nature energies, it's earth. She would make a stone wall, stopping Naruto from moving and, well, taking him out of the water, and taking the water back down, and then all the water would flow again and all that. Him, with a medical ninjutsu, or medical ninja, telling he's in a coma, and actually does have some brain damage. She would have been saddened though. She would have been not saddened, but like, oh, that's unfortunate. But he would only be unconscious for about 1 month. Him waking up in a, well, hidden in a rain hospital. Him gasping for air with, well, I'd say the only thing that was on him was, you know what, he had his headband right beside him when he was floating away. Or, you know what, no, screw that. It was still on his forehead with a, well, big gash mark. Kind of like a bombing off. Which after she did see this, she was, well, curious and waited for him to wake up, which he did, as I just explained. Now, Naruto would be, well, asking where he is and where he is. And where was he and how was he here? And who is he? Now, he would at the moment have memory loss, but that will only be temporary. The person asking him questions and realizing, well, he's kind of forgotten who he is. At least temporarily, because there are symptoms of him, well, remembering some things, but also not. Him remembering that he did grow up in the Leaf Village, and he does think he has a sister. Other than that, he, well, forgot most of it. Though he would have looked down right beside his clothes and realized, oh, he's a Leaf Shinobi. Because he at least has a base understanding of where he was, or at least where he used to be. But anything about his name, he remembers he's a Uzumaki, but name, past, all the shebang, no, nothing, nada. Now, well, in that 1 month, the whole coup happened with Mei being the Hokage. Then hearing, well, the person that she did save is awake. She would have been, well, wanting to know everything. Now, she would have stopped the interrogation team because, well, she thought it would have been not necessary, and oh boy, was it not necessary. Her coming in and greeting Naruto, saying she found him now, before she, well, became the Hokage, giving him the explanation and saying that he was a Leaf Shinobi, and him asking if he can go back. Her sadly saying no, and if you do go back, or try to go back, we will be forced to detain you. Him saying, oh. So where am I? Her saying, the Hidden in the Rain village. We're quite a while from, well, your Leaf Village. Him saying, oh, alright. Her saying, but you should also get your memories. I did talk to the doctors before I came in, and you should get your memories back bit by bit, slowly. Maybe in like a month or two, you would get them all back. And he says, oh, that's good, I guess. Looking at his, well, apron that he does have, because, well, or his old gown, saying that could he change, and her obliging. No, that's not the ship, I'm just saying she found him. Now she would, allow him to change, and realizing the really only thing that he does have is some good shoes, and maybe some pants that are soaked, or not soaked, but kind of like wrinkled and all messed up. He would have put those on and looked around and find a shirt that he did ask for, because he really looked at a shirt. Now that shirt was, slightly burnt and, well, not the best condition. It was gonna literally fall apart in seconds if you put that on. And May had no problem giving him a shirt. She just asked for a shirt, or one of the doctors just handed him a shirt, kind of like a spare that they do have around. With May bringing him to her office, the Hokage office for the whole, no, it's not the right Kage, like the Hidden in the Rain Kage, and starts to explain where he is, at least what they are, and Deku offers to help until he gets his memories back. Her saying that, fine, but what happens when you get your memories back? Him saying that he doesn't know, he'll figure it out when it does happen. Her saying, alright, and wants him to at least, you could say, be more on their side. Because if they get him to be an ally in the near future, they're allies with a hidden leaf. Because that trust could go a long way, bringing back a ninja. Now, he would be that whole month training. But kind of getting attached to some people there. Now, I don't per se have pictures, but I will make someone up. A female, you could say. Now, screw it, I'll just tell the ship. It's Konan. Now, obviously, why would it be Konan? Now, Konan would have an older sister in this, being, well, with Nagato. Her older sister name is Ellie. So, yeah, they both have paper release, but Konan has no idea if she has an older sister. And Ellie, has no idea that she has a younger sister. So, if they meet each other, they're just going to be acting like four ninja to each other. Though they could, if they really think about it, find out they're sisters if they do a blood test, but the only thing that will be bloodied is their clothing after they do fight. If they fight, I don't know. I don't know if they would fight. So, yeah. Now, she would be a little different looking than Konan's, obviously being younger and, well, having a little more darker, like blackish hair, but tints of actual purple. Kind of like Hinata colorish, but darker. And tinted purple at the ends, with her hair being in a ponytail. Now she would wear, like, ninja clothing, not like Sakura, but like if you would imagine Ino's clothing, just slightly more, not as revealing, so her whole belly wouldn't be revealed. She would have at least mini short pants, like, they would be like, track, what the okay, well, never mind. Like, kind of like you wore track pants, like baggy pants, but like if you cut them off like shorts. And her wearing more or less a kind of like shirt that goes to her, well, forearms. So yeah. Now, oh, don't get me wrong, Deku immediately has a crush on her, and she immediately has a crush on him because, well, I'll say he's a little older. He would look like this, but more scruffy, like hair, like he did in the anime. And yeah, but still looking like Naruto. Now, obviously, 3 years would pass by them. On the middle of I'll just say, on the second year, Valentine's Day, he asks her out for Valentine's Day. Because there's usually a big party on that day, and at least for the Hidden Rain. Now, the Hidden Rain would celebrate different events, though still being a little poor, but they had a strong sense of community and hope and faith in each other. So, yeah. But they were always not as trustworthy with other people, like the Hidden Leaf and all that. So basically like everyone else, though they had a good sense of community, even if they were poor. Where they gave to younger people, and yeah. And, well, obviously, Conan and him, well, they'd start dating, and yeah. And, well, Deku asking her to leave with him, saying that the tuning exams would happen soon. Now, I do understand this is 3 years in the future. I'll just say the tuning, the Chunin exams would happen later because, well, whole Naruto died and everyone was sad, and yeah, they didn't have the event there for quite a bit. Now, well, though Deku was suspected of being the Ninetales and leading towards, well, the Leaf Village. With May finding about this, now how would she find? Well, there is a certain ninja that has a certain eye, aka a Byakugan, which is the guy with that eye patch as you just see in the old war and different parts of it. So yeah, he would think of it as Biju Chakra a little bit, but no wait, he wouldn't have the Ninetales, so he wouldn't. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm sorry, everyone, that I just explained that and wasted your time. I'm very sorry. Now, Deku would have, well, finally gone to the old show. Now, he did, well, have a broken sword in his hands when he was going through the water. Now, which would have been, well, oops. Damn you. This, kind of like the handle there, but with a half-broken blade and without a sheath. Now, obviously, he would have gotten another sheath and fixed the blade up whenever he had enough money. And, well, when he, in those 2 years, well, let's say something's changed. Naruto wasn't a, well, rain ninja. He wanted to go back, but, well, he was more or less a hired. And the only reason why Conan knew him was because they met when, well, they're in the same apartment. Now, Deku would have, well, now gotten this outfit. Now, I do understand this is kind of like weird how he's getting this outfit, but it's hard for me to give him this outfit. Now, he would have gotten this outfit in a very unique way. Why? Well, one time he was, well, going inside something that was happening in a dungeon or something new happened in the world, where something came into the world of, or at least in the Rain Village, where it was a cavern and mazes, puzzles, and stuff. Now, no one really wanted to do it because they were too busy, and Naruto had the time, as well as Conan, because they were both very young, so they were more or less doing D, and they didn't really care if they did, because something did pass along with Naruto, his hatred for D-rank missions, if you can even call them that, chores, D-rank chores. So yeah. Now Naruto would have gone to the wall and read something very unique, and that, well, kind of went to his heart, saying that the people that, well, there used to be a time where it was black and white, a good and a bad. While a creed and the creed and church fought years after years, even after the collapse. They still fought. Now, what do I mean by the collapse? Well, society kind of took it downhill and became ninjas. Or our world, the whole, real world existed with that whole tech, but, well, humans stupid. And then the ones that did survive were called the Otsutsuki. But the old event made them forget that old past, and, well, we have the Otsutsuki right now. So, yeah. Now, obviously, Naruto would have not too much thought about the collapse and kept reading that, saying that whoever, takes this armor and my weapons shall be my successor. I suggest you live by a code, my code. The world doesn't. People are. Well, if you've ever seen Enzo, how he has that speech of talking about humanity and saying we are all bound to our decisions, yeah, it says that. To anyone who haven't, I'll give you the rough down of that whole speech because I can't remember it word for word. It tells about if you make a decision, you gotta deal with it. Also explains that, well, humans aren't all knowing and we can't trust the truth. So, yeah. which Naruto did live by slightly, not fully like Enzo, but in a slight matter way that he doesn't trust, well, the full truth. Kind of like if you were to say that, well, yes, that knife might be fixed, but it could easily be broken in an instant. So, yeah. I don't see how that analogy gets. Okay, never mind. So, yeah. He would be wearing that. Though, whenever he doesn't, he would be wearing more or less a track pants with a white shirt. Now, I don't see he doesn't. Now, obviously, he wouldn't have that whole necklace and Tsunade because, well, eh. And yeah, now Naruto would have gone. So the whole tuning exams with Konan and other people, which don't really matter. Those other people aren't really important. And yeah, now, well, Naruto would have obviously, well, gone to the leaf and literally it would be like, Naruto! Him saying hi. And yeah, with the rumor going around, now Deck is sighing saying, I need a drink. Conan saying you shouldn't drink it, it's a bad habit. Him saying, oh, come on. And just saying that he'll meet her at the whole, well, apartment they do have. That was given to them by the whole Hokage. Now, this Hokage would still be Gigi, Grandpa Hokage. But when he does go to the bar, for three noticeable figures. Now, I'll just plain out say them. Kakashi Hatake. What's his name? Might Guy Asuma. Now, well, they're having a lovely conversation about their kids, and yeah, though brought up Naruto. Naruto, having his hood on, not caring it, he does listen in. No, they don't really know because, well, they're slightly drunk. So I don't think they would be worrying about anyone at the moment if they're slightly drunk. So yeah, but someone does go behind him, ask him who he is. Him saying that it doesn't matter and just leave him. The guy saying, oh, what you gonna do about it? With the bartender saying, dude, just leave him alone. He needs a drink. Passing him a drink saying it's on the house. Him saying, oh, thank God. I owe you one, man. Him saying, don't worry. I see people that come in and out here. Everyone has a life, kid. We all have torture. We all need a drink sometimes. I get it. Even me. Deku chuckling at that, just saying, yeah. Not Deku. Naruto chuckling at that and saying, yeah. Don't we all? And him trying to swig down. The guy finally, well, taking his hood off. But before that, Naruto got a sip off. Now, this would have been vodka. And it would have been a shot. And at least glass. Now the guy would have taken him down. Now Naruto was like, motherfucker, and proceed to get that glass, saying sorry while doing it, and proceeds to put that glass into the man's face. Now this would have started a riot with the man realizing that it was the guy's fault, proceeding to say that's enough. Though not doing anything, and proceeds to fight along Naruto. With a bronze swing with, well, Asuma, Kakashi, Might Guy, literally just being, well, if you've ever seen a scene, I don't forget where it's from, where they're like they're nonchalanting, just taking everyone out. Kind of like how Naruto, or how like Bon and Meliodas did, like in the whole first fight area. Like they were just having a conversation, and it was like, hi, punches a guy. Hi, so Captain, how are you doing? Punches another guy. Yeah, they're basically doing that, just with all three of them. So yeah. Now the whole fight would have ended with one guy, well, having a nosebleed, and other people just having either a bruised faces and well, some pride was taken that day. Naruto was not that person. So yeah. Now anyone that did fight, wasn't anyone that fight for to settle everything down was able to stay. But anyone that started that whole thing, yeah, they skedaddled. To be short. Now Naruto would have put the hood up with Kakashi seeing the whisker marks and him saying, Naruto, is that you? And Asuma and Lee, or Might Guy, would have, well, heard about Naruto's death, and they were also like, we knew his father when we were younger. Sad, but yeah, not being, wait, what? And him saying, hi Kakashi. Him saying, where have you been? Him saying, when that whole bomb exploded, I was knocked unconscious and I forgot my memories for about a month. And I was taken to the Hidden Rain village, and I was taken care of there. Him saying, wait, what? Why didn't you come back? Him saying that, the only real, am showing the medal, or him steadily folding his arm up to show that or showing his headband of Hidden in the Rain, saying that he joined the Hidden in the Rain, and face bombing, saying that, what about your sister? Your sister was, and him saying, I know, and I did write a note to her. Him saying, wait, she didn't, I also said in the note, don't tell anyone. Him sighing and saying, oh brother, you're just like your father. And Naruto and saying, hey, my father was OP as hell. Him saying, whatever. Also, he would also ask if his sister does know. No, I'll just say she does know, and Kurama does talk to her here and there, but she does not have any of the powers. I'll just say she can literally use one, like, kind of like how Naruto used that in, like, slight part of when he was, like, him and Kurama were slightly befriending each other, and Kurama was giving him his chakra, whereas, like, the whole, like, golden outfit would, or the whole, like, KCM1 would fade in and out, or at least the borrowed chakra form would have been there. So kind of like fading in and out, or just moving around her body. It's like that. But he did, well, tell her that, or at least Kurama did say that, if he gets to be a Chunin, he'll give her at least at least until 5 Tails chakra mode. So it'll be at least half of, well, she has a quarter of the whole, well, phasing in and out mode, which really isn't much, to be fair. But to get at least the KCM1 would have been very lovely. So yeah. Now, they would have taken him immediately towards, well, GG, saying, oh, thank God, Jesus Christ, you gave me a heart attack, Naruto. Him saying, yeah, and saying that he does have saying that can he also go to his apartment. Him saying, don't you want to come back to the village? Naruto saying, look, I grew up here, and I am very thankful for you all. And trust me, I won't attack you anytime soon, or unless I'm ordered to, and I won't do anything that would harm the village out of respect. But the Hidden in the Rain has helped me, and him finishing the sentence off saying, so you just want to be over there? Saying, yeah, and I kind of have a girlfriend. Now, Kakashi would have been, okay, that's enough, and tells him to spill the deeds. He would have spilled the deeds, and him saying, ooh, that's a lovely woman. Naruto is proceeding to, well, punch him in the noggin, saying that she ain't for sale. And him sighing, saying, oh, whatever, I don't like young people anyways. And yeah. Now, Naruto would have obviously, well, gone back with Konan, being like, oh, where have you been? Yeah, you were gone for like so long. And him saying that, well, this was kind of my home, and her saying, oh, they found out. Him saying pretty much, and I had to go talk to different people. Her saying, oh, alright, and they proceed to cuddle in bed until the next day. Now, the next day would have been the whole, well, test, or the first part, which would have been the whole test scenario. Now, in this test, the old test, well, after Naruto being a little smarter, and yeah, people figure out just, how about I just leave the test empty? Naruto, but she actually did the test and actually found out to cheat. Though Deku did the most badass thing of not doing a single thing. But the whole exam guy did chuckle when he did say, I passed a kid that didn't do anything. Him probably thinking that he was from the whole Hidden in the Rain, though. Him saying the name and saying Naruto. And him saying, I'm gonna have to talk to the Hokage. And he does, and gets the whole explanation. And he's also kind of like, oh, this could be a relationship. And him saying, yeah, so we could get Naruto here and there time to time. Him saying, that might be nice. And yeah, now second part. And Snake Lady would have gone with her whole entrance. And yeah. Now, obviously, she would have done the old same thing of telling everyone there's a heaven and earth scroll, and yeah. Now, Naruto and Conan would have been on a team, and they don't have a third member. Why? Well, their third member kind of got killed on a mission, and yeah. They did more for him, which was the start up of their whole relationship, because when he died, well, that kind of made a hole in their hearts. And they filled it with love with each other. Which is also that he always teases them about being a boyfriend and girlfriend. So, yeah. So it took that to get them to be dating. So, which did cause questions, but immediately silenced when they did say that their teammate got killed on a mission. So, yeah. So, well, the exam people, or the exam shinobi would have been, oh, unfortunate, but okay, that's understandable. So, yeah. Also saying that, didn't they have them saying no, they had a perfect amount and nothing more. Some saying so. Alright, anyways, sorry for your loss and, well, good luck. Now, Conan, having paper release, also would have, well, flown them to a certain area while Naruto dismantles them quite easily. Who would that team be? I'll just say it's one of those random teams from the Leaf. So, yeah. I'll just say another Independent Leaf team came in, so yeah. So, obviously, now, well, Naruto would have booked it, with Conan using her paper wings to fly over there quite fast, but still not beating the whole, well, Gaara and Kankuro and Tamari. But not far behind, about 30 minutes late, or 30 minutes after they did. So yeah, though Gaara knew the old rule, so he didn't want to break out, at least not yet, saying that he might get his chance. Kankuro did say later. Now, obviously, the whole amount of people would stay the same with Conan being in there. Now, okay. Now, Conan would have obviously, well, been, well, at least pretty good. And all the point until she fought Neji. Now, Neji before Hinata had her, so really with Neji being the old that, her paper wasn't really effective, and yeah, led to her demise, but she still put on a very good show. Not so, yeah. So still tuning level, which she would be tuning. Now, why would she be tuning? Doesn't she have to be? Well, it's actually a matter of, well, they would have made them tunings. It's just they have to go through this whole thing, so then she can make them tunings. It's the tradition, basically. Their Kages basically chooses who becomes a tuning and who becomes a genin, or who stays a genin. So, yeah. That's how it actually works for all you, not just whoever wins and different things like that. So, yeah. Now, obviously, Naruto would have won his match against Kiba. And then, I do believe, what was his next match? Gaara still goes ham on Lee. Tamara still wrecks Tenten, which I think was a disgrace, because of Tenten, she's kind of a good character. In the old Naruto series, I am a shipper, because I like different unique ships in the old show, so I didn't think that was called for, but They could at least show a little bit of the whole thing, but Because we really just saw, well, Tamari having Tenten on her whole fan thing. So, yeah. Now, what was the next? Naruto versus... Oh no, everyone just fought once. Um, Also, I don't see why Sasuke would not have gotten the whole, well, Orochimaru, the curse mark, so yeah. But him and, well, Sasuke realizing she is also, no offense, lesbian, her and, well, Sakura, not Sakura, I'm not making Sakura the ship for Sasuke. Maybe another, whatever, but eh. It's not that I don't ship them, it's just more or less I want to be more realistic. So yeah. Because, well, while Ino was more talking to him normal, Sakura was more like fangirling. So yeah. Why? Well, seeing no offense to any bisexual people, she was more or less treating her like another girl. Which she did not. Well, afterwards she did realize she had feelings for him, but before that, they were just talking like two girls. So, yeah. No offense to any women. Now, well, Naruto would have gone to the next round, at least 2 months later, and what happens in those 2 months? Well, no more word goes around with Naruto popping in and out of Konoha in that 1 month. And I think he would learn the whole Rasengan from Jiraiya and meeting up with his sister more and more. Her meeting Konan and her doing the whole thing of what a mother would do. If you break her heart, I'm gonna kill you. With Konan being there, chuckled at that when that did happen. Naruto realizing whenever his sister did this, yeah, you just say yes, 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 yes. I will not do anything. Yes, master. No, wait, that sounded weird. Just yes, yes, sister. Yes, sister. So, yeah. But afterwards, he remembered that, wait, I'm the oldest. Wait, I should be doing that to her. Which, yeah. Now, Naruto would also have his whole, like, things of his hidden blades, but he hasn't shown those out yet. Because he wants to be, well, obviously, a little secret weapon. Now, also, 1 month, or in the 3 years, I should explain some things of Naruto. Or now it's like 3 years and 1 month. Because his birthday kind of happened recently, so yeah, whatever. So in those 3 months and 1 month, or the 3 years and 1 month, Naruto learned he has an affinity for water style and wind style. Now, water style was very easy because they're hidden in the rain, so they had a lot of water styles. So Naruto would have no problem with the whole water style. Wind chakra was a little more harder to find someone, but he did find someone. And they would explain the whole, well, nature manipulation, and yeah. Naruto would only know not Gale Palm, that big, kind of like, it's kind of like the air version of the whole great fireball jutsu. Basically, instead of fire, it just shoots out a big blast, and that could decimate trees and anything that comes by it. So, yeah. Now, the Rasengan wouldn't per se have a difficulty with the whole, well, it's just chakra. It's no special nature or no infinity for other natures. It's just chakra. Though if he does do that to the thing, he will still get the old Rasengan Shuriken, and yeah. Though he hasn't tested that out yet. But he's curious. He's very curious. So, yeah. Now, well, Naruto would have gone back to Konoha for the whole next Chunin's exams. Now, its first match would have obviously, I do think it would have been, it would have been Neji. Now, Neji, hearing about how Naruto left the village, but realized that he had no say in that because he kind of got kaboomed, knocked out, forgot for 3 months, and then, or for 1 month, and then realized that he was at Konoha, but then wanted to stay there because he felt at home there. So he wouldn't per se hate him, but he also wouldn't be best friends with him. So yeah, him saying that out of respect for you, Naruto, I will allow you to forfeit the match. Naruto proceeding to say, nah, and a battle would ensue. Now, in this, Naruto would finally show his whole, well, surprisingly, hidden blades. Now, seeing Neji wasn't expecting this because, well, it's not a traditional blade, or a traditional thing. Now, well, yeah. Now, obviously, Naruto would have his hood on, so not many people see this. So, yeah. Now, if you do take this off, it's literally Naruto, kind of like, not tailed former, just like without the old tail form. His eyes wouldn't go slit, it was just my, you motherfucker, I'm gonna motherfucking kill you, motherfucker. Motherfucker. And, yeah. He would be like that, but no chakra eyes, because Naruto has that. And, well, she still has that good half of Naruto, or the whole, what was it, the bad half? I don't know. Whatever half Naruto got, she has it. While Minato has the other half. So, yeah. Now, obviously, Naruto would have, well, with him, obviously, making this well known, doesn't defeat Neji, but still. He ran Neji for his money, not joking. Yes, he might have been a very expert opponent, but he was not known to the Byakugan. Why? Well, he really didn't. Hinata would not have that whole crush on him. Why? Well, it's kind of Rock Lee that saved her. So yeah, Deku did slightly know of it because, well, someone did know about it, but he wasn't asking of, oh, what exactly can it do? But he did know it could sense chakra points. That's really all he knew. But the whole, well, technique of the Hyuga clan was very hard to block, and really he didn't block anything. Because whenever he would really, well, put his arm up to block, he would just get, well, pressure pointed in those, well, pieces of, or his puncture points in where his arms were. But, yeah. Now, well, obviously, the rest of it goes with Naruto. Actually, instead of Naruto, it's actually Naruto that wants to become Hokage. And yeah, now Naruto, knowing he really can't be Hokage because he kind of left and joined the Rain, just says he wants to be I think it's Kazekage of the Hidden in the Rain. So, but he doesn't say anything, but he will become it. Just saying that now. And Naruto would still be more favoritism to, well, Naruto instead of Naruto. Because why? Well, he sees Naruto more than Naruto, and yeah. Basically like that. But he did ended up teaching him the whole things with, or at least explaining it, and explaining the whole things of how it does. So Naruto did, well, get the whole explanation of everything. So, yeah. Naruto was still would spawn Gamabunto like in the beginning with well turning into the Nine-Tailed Fox, the Kurama, but still being Gamabunta. And subduing the One-Tails. Now the whole fight scene would have happened, though seeing Sasuke would have had Sakura, or he wouldn't be as mad and of losing because, well, the situation before was, well, the whole explanation of what if Naruto, or what Naruto was there, basically. Naruto just replaced, well, Naruto, except for the Neji fight. Neji fought against Naruto. Or no, Naruto still fought against him, but then led to him being defeated by Naruto in the next round. And yeah. Now, I do believe that's a good spot to leave it off. Now, I do hope you all enjoy this whole episode. And sorry if it was hard to follow and the old thing,